Ever wondered why spaghetti breaks up when it hits boiling water? It just can't handle the heat. Welcome to a culinary comedy club, where your daily meals aren't just fuel, they're a full-on comedy show. Today, we're serving up a smorgasbord of food jokes that'll tickle your taste buds and your funny bone. From giggling grains to snickering snacks, we've got a menu that proves laughter really is the best seasoning. Stick around if you want to find out why your breakfast might be funnier than your joke. What do you call fake spaghetti? An impasta? Welcome to the Pun Pantry, where every item in your kitchen is a setup for a side-splitting punchline. Let's whisk through some of our favorite food puns that are sure to add a little zest to your day. Have you ever wondered why the tomato turned red? Well, it's because it saw the salad dressing. And speaking of cheese, what do you call cheese that isn't yours? That's right, it's nacho cheese. But let's not stop there. What did the grape say when it was crushed? Nothing, it just let out a little whine. And why don't eggs tell secrets? Because they might crack up. Now, why did the scarecrow become an award-winning chef? He was outstanding in his field. And for our sweet tooth friends, why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because it felt crummy. If these puns are making you hungry, just wait till you hear what's next. So, last night, I asked my salad to tell me its life story, and guess what it said? I'm feeling a bit mixed up. Picture this. A friend of mine, let's call him Joe, prides himself on his iron stomach. One evening, he's at a dinner party where they serve what looks like a gentle, inviting bowl of salsa. Joe, with the confidence of a seasoned spice veteran, decides to scoop a generous amount onto his chip. Turns out this salsa was made by someone who believes that if it doesn't make you sweat, it's not worth eating. The first bite sends poor Joe into a frenzy of coughing, sputtering, and waving his hands around his mouth as if trying to fan away the flames. Water! Water! His eyes watered up like he was cutting onions with a lawnmower running through a pepper spray factory. And then there's the story of Linda, who decided to bake a cake for her daughter's birthday. She found this recipe online titled Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy Cake, which should have been her first clue. Hours later, what came out of the oven looked less like a cake and more like a lemon had fought a bear in a mud pit and lost. It was supposed to rise and shine, but it just lay there and apologized. The only thing it was good for was a laugh, and thankfully, Linda's daughter thought it was the funniest thing ever. Remember, every meal has a story, and some are just funnier than others. Why don't eggs tell each other secrets? They might crack up. Ah, the beauty of food humor. It's always fresh out of the kitchen. Speaking of fresh, have you ever wondered why the tomato turned red? It saw the salad dressing. And here's something to chew on. Why don't some couples go to the gym? Because some relationships don't work out. Now, let's stir the pot with a bit of irony. I'm reading a book on anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down, just like my mom's cookies. Those cookies are like gravity themselves. They always bring people together, especially when they're trying to escape the diet. Moving on to the culinary crime scene, why was the cooking show host so mean? Because they always beat the eggs and whip the cream. Talk about taking food prep seriously. And have you heard about the Italian chef who died? He passed away. We can only do so much. His legacy will be a pizza history. Here's one for the road, or should I say, for the oven. Why did the scarecrow become a successful chef? Because he was outstanding in his field, and he always used the freshest corn. And for a slice of sage advice, remember, if life gives you melons, you might be dyslexic. But don't let that sour your day. Just make some lemonade or melonade. Hope you're not too full, because dessert is just a laugh away. What kind of music do shortcakes listen to? Shortbread rock. And speaking of sweet treats, why did the pie go to therapy? Because it needed to address its crumbling issues. Now let's stir the pot one last time and recap some highlights. Remember the spaghetti that was feeling all strung out, or the loaf of bread that loafed around too much? Ah, good times. As we wrap up our feast of fun, let's not forget, laughter, much like dessert, is best when shared. Remember, laughter is the best seasoning. Thanks for snacking on these jokes with us.